A huge disaster. Donald Trump speaks to black journalists. A lot of black journalists have been criticized at the National Association of Black Journalists Conference. And it went, well, as bad as expected. Here it is.
Mr. President, we so appreciate you giving us an hour of your time. I want to start by addressing the elephant in the room, sir. A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today. You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabid to describe black district attorneys. You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking black supporters to vote for you, why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question so in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country. I've done so much for the black population of this country.
My feelings are just hurt. I came here in good faith. What happened to a man's man? What happened to Trump makes me feel safe? You really hurt my feelings. You're not going to ask, am I okay? You know, I got shot a couple of weeks ago. Come on now. Are you going to answer the question or not? You love black people, but you don't love black people asking real questions. You love black people, but you don't like it when a black journalist poses a question that was not vetted by Fox News. With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show. There's more.
When Time Magazine asked you if you would consider pardoning all the rioters, you said, yes, absolutely.
Sure.
You called them patriots. 140 police officers were assaulted that day. Their injuries included broken bones. At least one officer lost an eye. One had 2 cracked ribs, 2 smashed spinal discs. Another had a stroke. Were the people who assaulted those 140 officers, including those I just mentioned, patriots who deserve pardons?
Well, let me bring it back to modern day. Like about 5 days ago, we had an attack on the Capitol, a horrible attack on the Capitol. You saw the people that were protesting and spraying these incredible monuments, bells, lions, all these magnificent limestone and granite with red paint, red spray paint that will never actually come off, especially in the limestone. It will never, I'm a builder, I know about this stuff. It'll never, you'll see it in 100 years from now. They viciously attacked our government. They fought with police. They fought with them much more openly than I saw on January 6th. What's going to happen to those people? What's going to happen to the people in Portland that destroyed that city?
But sir, my question is on those.
What's going to happen to the people that tried to bring
rioters who assaulted officers?
You have to
would you pardon
what's
those people?
What's going to happen? Oh, absolutely, I would.
You would pardon those?
If they're innocent, I would pardon them.
They've been convicted.
And by the way, the Supreme Court just they were convicted by a very tough system. She was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always identified as a black woman. She went to a historically black college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
Just to be clear.
Lies. She's always identified as black. She went to Howard, AKA black culture, etc. Big ups to the journalists posing questions that actually made sense. I think it made Donald Trump look small, like the man that he actually is. And also noticed he answered nothing. His feelings were hurt that she did not say, how are you doing today? Yasmin, it was supposed to be a 1 hour. It ended in 35 minutes. Go figure.
Yeah. Trump can't answer any of the questions because he's never been confronted so directly with all of the terrible racist things that he has said about Black people and about people of color. He can't deny any of it. If he does deny it, he would be lying, but we know he has no problem with that. But he would actually lose support from his actual base, from the people that he knows will actually vote for him. As far as Kamala Harris's race go, we just said earlier in the show that Trump was going to do exactly this. He was going to attempt to talk about culture, someone else's culture, to someone. He has no context for any of it. He doesn't understand any of it. He doesn't understand how complex something like culture and race and ethnicity can be for people of color, especially in this country. It is something that somebody like Donald Trump could not possibly understand. But Trump is not exactly a beacon of empathy out here either. He's not trying to do good for anyone but literally himself. I'm not even convinced that he cares about his family. This is a man who is desperate to get elected, and he is not dealing well with the fact that he will lose in November.
Yeah, to a Black woman. Mm-hmm. So if he's afraid to answer questions from the extremely capable Black female journalist, now you understand why he canceled the debate with the Black female presidential candidate in September.